Could you tell about your the childhood time story?
My childhood? Oh, my childhood is really, the part is that I was born in Kalihi, and my father was a truck driver, and he used to bring, charcoal and wood to Konkokyo Street, where my uncle used to have a shop over there. And so my uncle used to, before, like charcoal and wood used to all to the restaurant, not like now, yeah. So they used to buy charcoal and wood, and so he had to, he was working for my uncle. And so the party, I was born in Kalihi and we moved to Eva. Right now, way down Eva Beach, more far than where Sugako Sensei is living. And the part is that we had a fence, and the part is that it was like 3 miles in from where the gate was, and then it was somebody's property over there, had cows, and so we used to live in there, and so we were living in there until when I was 10, and so my the part was that we had a Hawaiian family living, and the part is that my mother was very strict.
Yes.
And so he says, in summertime, my 2 brothers below me, and we used to walk to Japanese school, and we had to walk about 3 miles.
Wow.
And so he says, do not ride anybody's car. And so the part is that my neighbor, the Hawaiian people coming home, wanted to take us home. My mother says no. So my brother, both of them gets upset at me because I said, no, you cannot ride that car because Mama said you cannot ride. So the part is that we listen to from before like that. Yeah? Whatever my parents said, we used to listen, yeah. So and so we don't, and whatever they say, right or wrong, they know what they're saying. So we accept what. So that, and so when I was 10 years old, war broke out, so we moved out in town, and so then after that, I went to had elementary school by where the airport is now, and it's all torn down, and we had gone to Kalakaua school is there in Farrington. So after graduating from Farrington, I went to business school for 2 years, and then started to work.
How many siblings do you have?
Actually, my mom and dad had 12.
12.
Yeah. And so the first one was stillbirth, and I had my sister, and then my brother, and my sister above me. She died when she was 4, when she had convulsion, because she was living near the ocean, and then she had high fever, which my mother didn't know, and so she had convulsion and she died. So, and so after that, so now we have 7 living yet. So
7.
Yeah, 7, and I'm the oldest now.
The oldest.
Yeah, because my sister above me, that's Edwin, and Bruce's mom was that, and she was, and then my brother above, they died, and my sister. So 3 of them. So I'm the oldest now. So. And my sister Jean had passed on too, yeah. So, but it's good to have big family.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm so thankful that we have big family now. Not when we were small, but yeah, when we were small, we couldn't eat what we want to, yeah.
So,
So
fight over food.
Yeah. And so, but my mother always said boys to eat first. Yeah. So my father used to eat first, and then my older brothers had to eat first, and so and then we eat, and so we eat the balance whatever left over. Yeah, so that's how it was like before. I guess Japanese style. Yeah,
I see.
So this is how it was. But so other than that, no. So okay, all right.
Yes. So you mentioned you come to church every morning and the evening. It's kind of automatic. But that's. Could you explain a little bit more about why you want to come to church and?
It's hard to explain that. It's the feeling that watching TV and all of a sudden I said, 7:15 or I gotta go. I mean, it's automatic. Like you're brushing your teeth every morning, automatic, right? So that's what it is. So it's hard to explain why. But Kami-sama, to me, Kami-sama no hataraki. Yeah, Kami-sama said, but. It's just already automatically. I stand up and start going. Yeah. So.
But when you started to come to church in the morning, early in the morning, you have to wake up early. And evening time, you watching TV.
Morning time too. If the alarm rings, sometimes I feel so tired. But still, when the alarm rings, what you call? You just turn off the alarm and you start going. Yeah. So unless if I put the alarm where I can turn off and keep on sleeping, but then I have to stand up and turn it off. I make it so that I stand up and turn it off so that I don't go back to bed again. Yeah. So that's how it is. Yeah. So I guess you train yourself, become some help. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So if like some might say, how come you come every morning? But see, and they said I cannot get up in the morning. And some of the members would say, but I said, if you train yourself like anything else, you can do it.
Right.
Yeah. So if you don't, then you won't be able to do it. Yeah. So that's what I think. Yeah. So.
Your mom said. So mother-in-law said, "I pray for you." That's word very big impact on you.
Oh yes.
It's kind of starting point for you to come to church in the morning. So that means every day, right?
Yeah. So that's what I started to. When she told me that, I said, no, I do my own. So I started to do that. Yeah, but so my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law was really a Japanese style way, but so.
Could you tell about Kodama Sensei, Kikuya Sensei?
Oh, Kodama Sensei.
The founding minister of Community of Honolulu.
Yeah. Yes, Kodama Sensei is really not. I used to be scared of him.
Oh.
Because whatever he said, hi. And then, and even the koto practice, you go play koto. I cannot play koto. My children is small and I'm working and I'm busy. But no, you play koto. Hi. Already that's why hi. and so we in October the 10th, Omairi. Okay, you go Omairi. Hi. But I'm working, I have to take off. But I said, okay, because of that, we go. And so the part is that I just go Omairi and come home right away. Yeah, and then we don't go travel any place else. Yeah, so with the group we used to go, and then Keio-san and then the children, we just come back. And so from 1966 we used to go Omairi. Yeah, so when Kodama Sensei said that, go. So it was like that. I mean, whatever he said, and so. But Kodama Sensei had a lot of he was a what you call he had a humorous part of him, like when we Sukai-san and Kiro-san go out and drink, and by 2 o'clock they come home, and then Hidane-san waiting for somebody to come, and see them coming in, and said, "Oh, Kiro-san and what you call and Kodama Sensei is still up to 2 o'clock." And said, and he would say, "Mata gasoline tsugi ni ita no?" So kind of stuff. So and at that time, Kodama Sensei and Kikue Sensei used to go together. So we used to have what you call Takashi Sensei and Nakai Sensei at the Gokeka. So I used to come when I come back, and then ototoke to them kind of stuff. So even Nakai Sensei, I used to ototoke about the working path. He says, you should, even though your working place too, you think you're going up the mountain, but you might slide down, and so climb up again and slide down. But and then when you reach top, don't think you're safe. You have to be careful. And so that's a teaching I got from Nakai Sensei. But Kikue Sensei too. She used to love plants, and that's how I started to like plants too. Before Sugai-san and used to also like all the flowers. And so it was beautiful, and then after that, Shimizu-san, and so I used to do that. I said, oh, now, and so I said, when I retire, I want to do, also nice flowers. But then I had to go to take care in California, so that was, I couldn't, but then that time, Shimizu-san used to do that, so I'm glad, so, but now at least I can do a little bit, so I'm glad I can, at least Kami-sama, try to make Kami-sama happy that I can do that, but like Kikue Kodama Sensei used to tell me, that cushion, that's one thing that I had to do, and see, I said, I better tell somebody to do it, but because the cushion where the crease have to be straight, and so he says, people sitting here, and so they kind of
on the pew, the cushion on the pew.
The cushion. And so you have to straighten that out. So she told me how to do it, and so she said, "Oh, everything when you finish, you have to make sure that everything is all cleared out before you leave." I said, "That's what Kikue Kodama Sensei taught me." So I said, "Okay, I'll do that." Kind of stuff. So with all that, teaching I have, so try to do whatever I can. But the part is that I never. Is that. What I'm lacking is that to teach other people what to do. So unless cooking like that, then cooking like before, like Hidane-san used to do, and Watanabe-san, but then after that Masako-san used to do cooking. So but Masako-san died, and then Keihiro-san started to do, so I tried to help him kind of stuff. So from that on we did, but now since because of the coronavirus, we do paint too. So now Paula in charge, so I'm glad. So Paula and Amy Yasaki is in charge, so I'm glad they're doing that. But there's a lot of things. Even the Kikue Kodama Sensei time, I used to work, and I had problem at work because I used to do computer. To program the computer, it was like I had to program where it was a textile firm, so where the materials brought in, and then when they brought in the orders, and then have to put in the orders by size and colors and everything kind of stuff. I have to do all that programming, and then after that the inventory you have, and then after that what they sell, and so how it was minus out and all. And so to do the programming, it was so I used to tell Kodama Sensei, Kikue Kodama Sensei, she said, "Oh, Kami-sama ni onegai shite, makason Kami-sama." But it was so hard. But then we did it. So we did it. So I'm glad. With the help of programmer and then what I wanted to do and all that. So the manager was very happy about that. Yeah,
so you continue to do your best, even though it's hard.
Yeah,
it sounds complicated to me, but you were able to continue to do your best.
So today I really don't want to see any computer or cell phone or anything. So Paula got upset with me. She got me a cell phone, but I said no. so she's saying, I'm paying for the cell phone. Why don't you use it? I said, I don't know. So because I went through all that. I even had to do trifocal at one point because bifocal couldn't because the computer and then the board and so then we had a big disk drive before, the big disk drive to keep all the what you call. I used to bring that home every day. Yeah, so because what I was storing there cannot be lost. So so and then the next day I have to bring it down again. So that and so what I do was that the disk drive was the body and so I made myself that where you do the computer was the head kind of stuff. So we did. I used to do all. So but no, today I cannot do it anymore really. So
interesting, because now it's so much easier if compared to your time.
Yeah, I know. And so by the time when I retired, they were transferring everything, But the part was that if you to look for one thing, you have to go do so many steps. And I said, no. Anyway, I retired, so I think. So that was it. So that is the reason why I know a little bit about bookkeeping and all that. So and then how to handle people.
I see.
At one point, the garment factory I worked with, that I was with, had 200 people, and then it was time card, the time card.
Yes.
I used to do all that manually, and then and do that manually on the machine. Yeah, and so even though, sometimes the workers, even though you lose 15 minutes of the time, they said, you didn't credit me for 15 minutes. I said, okay, I have to look at the time card again. Yeah. So I used to bring home that all the time and do all those at home. Yeah. But blessings, I had so much blessings. Yeah. So I cannot thank to the Kami-sama. So now that's why, that's why with all the blessings I had, how can I, not come into church and thank Kami-sama? Huh? So, even though what you call, Grace told me once, Kodama Sensei said, as soon as you step into the church, you get your blessings already. And so I said, with that understanding, I come to church, just like putting in money.
Oh, I see, depositing.
Yeah, so I'm putting in money, and so sometimes I cannot come, so gobure shimasu, but I can do that, so I'm so glad.
I see.
Yeah,
so you come to church, it's almost like investing or depositing some money in your spiritual bank. And even though maybe small, but if you continue every day, it's like year, 2 years, 10 years, it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And the help when you need.
Yeah. Yes, so I'm glad. So okay. 1 hour.
Okay, thank you very much. So today, let's conclude. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。